Hey guys, welcome to Smowcode.
And today I'll be teaching you the basic nodes and how the nodes on the Smowcode ID works. And I will help you get started with Smowcode. So just let's get started. So first I will be teaching you what are the different types of nodes. So basically there are three types of nodes. One is an event node, one is a prop node, and one is a constraint node. First I will teach you what is an event node. So even node basically means it is the input themselves, like it is an input itself. It doesn't have an input on its other side. It only gives the output. So as you can see, this is an example of an even node. That is also called as an on-interval node. And this is an on-start node. It is an even node. And also I will show you what. Um, yeah, this is a Bluetooth receive node. This is also an even node. So what is the common thing between all of these three nodes? It doesn't have any input, as you can see. Yeah. So they are the ones who are giving the input. They don't have any input. So that's why we call them an even node because they create an event. Like they pass over the events to other nodes which they are connected with. So these are called the event nodes. I will just play an example. If I just use an all interval node as an event node and print a on that, connect the ESP with your laptop or your PC and just select the device port and load. Your code will always be incomplete without an event node. If you don't use any event node, your code will surely create many errors. So then you can see the messages get printed. And as for the on-start node basically what it does is on-start, as the word defines itself. Only at the start of the execution of the code will be executed. It won't execute 1 second. It does not loop. It only occurs at one time. So I will upload it. Also, I'll be showing you what happens if you don't use an event. The code will always be completed without an event. So as you can see, when I slash the code only one time, it is getting printed. Okay. And if I don't use any on-stack node, if I don't use any event node, what will happen is the output will be null. It won't show any output, as you can see, because there is something to give the command. So this was the explanation of event nodes. Now I'll be moving on to prop node. What is a prop node? Prop node is nothing. Basically, it means a node which has inputs as well as outputs. So we can see, we will take a simple example of a set value node. Set value node basically declares a variable. Okay. So if I just take a variable as A and set it to 9, okay, and I will set it data type as int32. Yeah, or else anything you want. For now, I will just set it as int32 and click on that. And as you can see, it has inputs as well as it has outputs. Okay. So if I just and for the inputs, as you know, we have to connect an even node, and for the output, you can connect anything. I will just use a display node. A and just shut down the upload button. Basically, what this node does is it just declares a variable with a specific panel. As you can see, the code is getting printed. Now, if I this was a prop node. Prop node is basically it means that it has inputs as well as it has outputs. So now I will take a node called as DAC. And let's just go inside it, double click on it, and check the config node. Go inside it and check the GPIO number as anything you want. Click on that. As you can see now, if you go to the configuration nodes, here is a new node called as DAC. Now the thing is, the all the nodes which are here inside the UI, they are called as event nodes and prop nodes. But but as for some prop nodes, they have a configuration inside it. Without it, they will be incomplete. If I just show you once again, DAC. If I delete this config node, if I drop this again, there will be a triangle on top of it. And if I run the code with the triangle without removing it, just see what happens. Yeah. So as you can see, the workspace contains some node that I'm not properly configured. Still, if I load it, then it will create an invalid config node that reference binary. Okay. So, but as soon as I go inside the pencil icon, here you can see on the top, edit TAC node, add new TAC config nodes. After clicking on add, there will be another node inside this node, which will be called as a config node. Okay. So the node which is here, which has inputs and outputs, it is called as a prop node. But as for some prop nodes, they have also another node called as a config node. Basically, it has the configuration of the node inside it. It may be the pin number, it may be the value, it may be anything. Okay. So as you can see, the config section, DAC. The configuration of the specific node is same name. Okay. So this was the explanation of a config node. I will show you one more config node. I just search here. Servo modem. If you double click on it, click on the pencil icon, and just you're gonna see add new servo motor config node. Click on add. There you can see a new config node called as Servo P2 as common. Then I will show you one more example of config node. If I just take an LCD node, double click on it, click on the pencil icon. As soon as I click on add, a new config node is getting generated. Here you can see port 039, which is of the LCD. So this is what a config node is. Config node basically configures the different properties of a prop node. And as for the event node, it is the node which starts the execution of the code. Now I will show you how to create a library. Okay. So creating library is a very easy task, first of all. So now we will create a library for the most simple project. As you all know, we will create a library for an LED blink project. LED blink is the most simple. So let's just start with it. So the first thing you have to do is click on the top input plus sign. Click on it, click on the output, and rearrange it. Click on the output, select the output label as done. Click on pencil icon, click on properties, name it as, first name let the name as Pinky, and then property name as pin, and keep default as 2. Just click on add, done. Once again, go on input and check if the library name is that has came here. Yeah, so you can see link has came here. Yeah, click on agree. And now we will write our Blinky code here. So we will start using a pin write node, which will write a digital value on pin number 2, which is connected to an LED on our ESP32. So use a delay or let's just say 0.5 seconds. Take another pin write node and set it at 0. So that the LED turns on. And our goal once connected. Yeah. So our Blinky library is done. Now we will take an all interval node And then as you can see, a new library called as Blinky has emerged here. So double click on it. As you can see, the pin number which we're taking in the output mode, it is as default as pin number 2. So just connect it. Now connect your ESP32 with your laptop and hit on the upload button. First, we have to delete the config nodes which are of no use. So here we only need the Blinky config node. We don't need anything else. So upload once again. Yeah, so as you can see, the alert is blinking on our ESP32 and our code has worked. Now let's move on to the another topic, which is the most famous. I guess you all know what it is. It is loops. We have we will learn how to create a loop in Smowcode. So let's get started. So there are various types of loops on Smowcode, while loop and for loop. So I will start with for loop. We will take an on start node so that the code will get executed only once. Go inside for loop. In initialize the I value as 0, make the condition as I must be less than 10, and increment int plus. And then display. Let's just display hello world. I and take a loop end so that we can end our for loop here and upload. So as you can see, our code has ran. And as you can see, according to the for loop, hello world is getting printed 10 times. And the I increment value is getting printed as our display node we have set with. So this is how to use a for loop. Now we will move on to another topic, which is also one famous topic, which is called as if and else. The if else loop. So we'll just take an if node and let's take the condition as what do we say? Um, as I is equal to 0. And then we'll take a set value node. As I talked to you, like as I said you before, how to use a set value node. We'll set the variable x 0 and take an on interval node. And then we will take a display node. For the if condition, we will kind of display and write the text as correct. And we'll take another display node and we'll connect it with the else condition as wrong. So if the I value is 0, then the condition will be true and the if will display it as correct. But as soon as we change the set value node, and if the I is equal to not 0, then the condition will go to else. Then serial number will display wrong. So let's upload this code. So as you can see, The condition was right. I was is equal to zero. That's why the expectation is satisfied and the current is getting displayed. But as soon as I change the set value and I keep it as anything, degree of similar, if I just it is 9, then the condition won't be true. It is not equal to 0. And if I upload it again, it will display wrong because the condition is unsatisfied. And that's how if else loop works in Smowcode. Now I tell you how to use internet modes on Smowcode. I will introduce you to the internet modes which are available in Smowcode. So we have a GSM for the GSM module. Then we have HTTP request, which is used for IoT projects. Then we have MQTT. Then we have TCP and Wi-Fi reconnect, hotspot start, MQTT, and server TCP, UDP, Wi-Fi start, Ethernet also, OTA request on Wi-Fi, GSM, server, MQTT publish. We have all those nodes. But for now, I will explain you how to use a Wi-Fi start node. We'll find just look here and add our credentials. Wi-Fi, you just have to add the credentials inside the double quotes. Then take an on start node and display success code and hit on the upload button. As you can see, the success code has been printed as 0. Because if the Wi-Fi connection is true, then the output will be 0. This is how you connect your ESP32 with your Wi-Fi. That means how you connect ESP32 with the internet. Make sure to delete the constant nodes. Now I will tell you how to manage expressions of Smowcode. Like there are various commands, right? If known, for loop, etc. So how to configure and how to make sure that you don't create any drugs. So inside for loop, the init value, it should always be the direct value. It shouldn't be like I if you want to initialize I is equal to 0. So you will just write 0. You won't write I is equal to 0. This will create errors. You just have to write 0. And the condition in this one, you have to write I. And as I is equal to 9, I is equal to 10. And implement it, and that's all. This is how you write expressions in string code. And also for there is one example, random number generator. In this one, you will just write the smallest number, the biggest number, whatever random number you want for that. And as for the display node, the data which you want to be printed on the serial display. it should always be inside the double quotes as it will be declared as a string. If you don't add the double quotes, the quote is the compiler will identify it as a variable, not as a string. So if I try to upload this, it will print nothing. That is the reason because it is getting the compiler is getting it as a variable, although it is a string, but still that is the reason. So you need to take care of the expressions that you don't mistake on anything. And now I will introduce you how to do calculations on Smowcode, like how to do mathematical calculation, even if it is a big calculation. So for that you will use a set value. So for that, if you want to if you want to make a huge calculation, so that's like eight triple nine divided by it's super for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. For addition, you are going to be use plus sign. For subtraction, you will use a minus sign. For multiplication, you are going to use a asterisk sign, and for division, you will be using a slash sign. These are the things. So if I just divide this by 9 and set it generally here as float, and click on the done button on start display back. I hit on the upload button. As you can see, the answer is very printed that is triple nap. That's how you do calculations on small mode. Now I'll be teaching you what is a display node. You must have to know till now what how does a display node work. Display node is nothing. Display node is nothing but basically a printf node. You must be knowing what printf, how to use a printf, AC language, and how to use it, how to use the print function in Python. That's what we do in Smowcode, but in this it is named as display. So if I just type hello world and take on interval, just clone this on the serial display, it is getting printed. That's how the display node works. It basically works as a printf function. Now I will teach you how does an ADC works. I will introduce you to ADC and DAC. So let's get started. Basically, this is an ADC node. I will just take this and take on interval node, connect it, and set the on interval as 0.1. Double click on this, click on the pencil icon, and just click on add. Then take a display node. Basically, what ADC does is it will convert the analog value from certain GPR 10 to a digital value and display digital value. Click on upload. So as you can see, the digital value is getting printed, and as soon as we shift the knob of the potential meter which is connected to pin number 13, as we configured in the ADC node of our Smowcode. As soon as we move it a little bit, the value is getting changed. This is how an EDC works in Smowcode. Now I will teach you how to use an DAC, how to use a DAC. So just go inside it and configure it as GPR25, set the set value as I. And we are going to use a for loop for making this project. Take an on interval node, set on interval as 10, take a for loop, connect it, set the for loop as 100, and set the condition as I must be less than 255 and increment it. Take a loop and connect it. Now connect your ESP32's GPIO pin number 25 to an LED and hit on the upload button. So as you can see, the LED is turning its brightness on from low to high according to the program we enrolled. Also set here a delay so that we will be able to see the brightness from the set the delay as 0.1 second. Click on done, click on upload. So now as you can see, the LED is increasing its brightness according to a code slowly and gradually. This is how DAC and EDC works on Snowcode. Now I will get you started with how to install libraries. I've taught you how to make your own library. Now, if you have a library which you want to install, you will just click on the three lines, go on install new nodes, and here you guys see there is a wide range of nodes which are here. So you just have to install any one of them. So if I just install this, install, and at the bottom, it's going to come here, link, and you can use it any how you want. Now I will introduce you to digital write and digital key. This is a digital write mode. Basically, what it does is it will write a specific logic value. Either it could be one or either it could be zero. To a specific GPIO pin. So if we just think like this is the if you want to learn how this works, an LED bling project is the best. Using an LED bling project, you will automatically get to know how this all works. To plant it and set the pin level at 0, click on done, click on interval and upload it. As you can see, the LED is blinking now on our ESP32. That's how the digital nodes work. Now Then now here's an important topic, which is also called as HTTP, get and post. Basically, this node is mostly used for IoT projects. So it is a very important node. I will teach you how to use it. So we have a project here called as LED Blink. So according to the code, the Wi-Fi will get connected and on Drupal success code F nodes. And this is the HTTP node. Basically, what you will do is you will have to insert the URL inside the property. You have to insert the URL of your website on which your dashboard is. Now here we are using Blink, but it is not necessary that Smowcode only works on Blink. It can work on any website. But for just for as an example, we have used Blink, and you can set the method here, either it is get or it is post. So click on done and status bar, etc. Result, and at last the LED will get turned on or turned off according to the dashboard, which is available online. So we will just upload this code and at the same time, we will check our dashboard on our Blink console. So the code is getting uploaded and it is loaded. So the Wi-Fi is connected. And if I just turn the switch on, you can see the LED which is on the ESP32, it is getting turned on. And if I just turn it off, the LED is getting turned on. It is that simple. Like you didn't have to write any lines of codes. You just had to make some logic and the code was done. This is how you use HTTP node in Smowcode, and you can make various IoT projects using it. Now I will now we will move on to another topic, which is also called as string concatenation. So let's get started. String concatenation basically means you are joining various strings in one go. So it is the most simple. We will just use an on-travel node connected to a display node, which is also part of the printf node, and type hello. And for this, you just need a single sign. It's also called as the addition sign, and declare another string as the content and hit the approve button. So you didn't have to do anything. You just had to add an addition sign. So you put the serial display. As you can see, the strings are joined without any other things. It's how you merge strings using Smowcode. Now I will show you how to display a specific variable in Smowcode. So let's get started. So here we have declared a variable called as var, which has the value of 0, and we will display this var content and interpret. Now I will let you know why we have used this var before and not why haven't we used it afterwards. So as you can see, the value of that, which is 0, it is getting displayed here. But as soon as we change the places, if I use the variable before it is getting declared, what will happen is it will create errors. That that variable, it is not initialized before using it. That is why the initialization should always be before using it. The variables should be produced before it is consumed. That is the thing. Now, what if you don't have hardware for making a project? What if you have to make it online on a simulator without hardware? For that, we have Walkme Simulator. You don't have to buy any hardware. You just have to code it online. It's that simple. So for that, you just have to open any project like Blinky project, for example, and just use a delay, make a Blinky project, set the pin as 0, and print this. Took the on the last 2 seconds, connect it, and now if you don't have the hardware, you have to unplug the USB from your laptop and click on the .bin5 button. .bin5. What will happen is it will download the binary file from it will download binary file for the project and the path is this documents. This is how you use Smowcode for Smowcode. So let's get started with another topic, which is called as the global variable. So global variable basically it declares a variable which gets applied to the whole code. You don't need to declare it again and again. You just need to declare it once and it will get applied on every sequence. I will just show you. If I just take an uncountable node and a display node, just connect it and go in globals, click on add, click a variable, the variable modifiers, and just put it as any number. Want to display, you can put as. And we didn't use any set value node like we used before. We didn't use any set value node, we just used the global variable. And if we click on upload, first we click on our ESP, and if we click on upload, it won't create any errors because we are not using any set value node. Still, it won't create any errors. Why? Because we are using a global variable. That is the thing. Let's go on serial display. As you can see, the data is getting displayed without any set value node. This is how you declare global variables. Now I will teach you how to create an array using Smowcode. So let's get started. So take an on interval node, then we have different nodes for array. We will use like array create, array pop, array append, array get size, array remove, and array insert. We will be using an array create node, connect it, and just select declare with value. And inside the square bracket, start typing the value. Type any value you want. Like for example, I have wrote here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the trigger type will be each32 and just click on done. After this, we also want the size of the array. So we will be using array get size. The array name is add. Click on that. Now for the iterations to get the every position of the array, we will be using a for loop. And the init value will be 0. The condition will be I must be less than 9. and the element will be I plus plus. Click on done and just use a display node to print the array. Add square brackets I content and then use a loopback to end the for loop. And then after this, use another display node to display the signs of the array. So click on length, which is the output of the get size. The output is length. Click on upload. Yeah, so it's done. So on the cell display, as you can see, so as you can see, the array, the elements in the array, they are getting printed. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And at last, the length of the array, which how many elements are presenting the array, it's getting printed, which is 9. So this is how you create the arrays in Smowcode and how you get the size of it. So these are the basics. So these were the basics of Smowcode, how to get started, how to get started with Smowcode, and how to create simple projects.